Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to review Season 4's Episode 9 of Legacies, which was titled as I Can't Be the One to Stop You. So in the last episode, we saw that Aurora swapped bodies with Hope. In this episode, Hope is seen hiding as she is seen in Aurora's body. When Aurora calls her sitting in a restaurant and asks her how she's adjusting, suddenly Lizzie shows up and stabs Aurora in the hand with the white oak stake as she thinks that it's Hope. Jed is seen asking some half-burnt guy if he is okay, and Caleb's car is also seen burning behind. Then Caleb shows up and throws Jed aside. Here Caleb is seen spreading his wings and roaring fire on the burnt man, and it's definitely not a human. Caleb definitely lost control unless he would never attack or throw Jed in such a way. Josie is seen writing a letter of goodbye to her dad and also packing her stuff. When Finch shows up, she hesitates to talk with her. Also, Jed shows up at the school and brings the burnt person with him. So that is the reason Finch went to Josie to get a healing potion. While Lizzie is threatening to kill Aurora as she thinks it's Hope, but Aurora tries to convince her, and she also does as she messes up with a simple spell. When Jed tells Cleo and MG that Caleb has lost control, they decide to go to him. And Ethan insists to stay with Jed to protect the school from the burnt thing if it's harmful. Lizzie and Aurora are seen in some old strange room, and there's a coffin type of box towards which Aurora points and says it is strong enough to contain a god. And here it is also mentioned that if all the myths about monsters are real, then so could be the myths about gods. Landon, Ted and Alaric finally get coins, and when they try to fetch the boat, the blue skeleton shows them glass bowls of different sizes and keeps their coins in one of them one by one. He points out that to pass, they need to fill their bowls. Landon has a small one and Alaric has a big one than Landon, but Ted has the biggest one of them if compared. When Lizzie comes to know about Aurora, as she plans to trap Hope in the box and torture her for an eternity, as she will drown to death and come back and the same, Lizzie hesitates as she definitely wants payback, but not in this way. Lizzie cages her in the coffin just like a pro witch and plans to stop Hope, but before she can think of anything, Hope arrives. Finch also comes to know about Josie leaving and she also agrees to go with her. On the other hand, Alaric and Ted are seen drinking, and then Landon comes with some coins and also inspires them by saying there are 1,000 souls to cash. Lizzie does an illusion spell on Hope to make her look like herself and tries to kill her, but we all know that she cannot kill her. She also mentions that when she tries to stab her, all the good memories with Hope flashes in front of her. And then we all get a feeling that Hope switched back, as it is a really great emotional scene. And then Lizzie helps her swap back bodies and they also succeed. But Aurora warns Lizzie that she can't trust Hope. And when Hope regains consciousness, she picks up the stake and burns it. When Landon shows up with the bowl full of coins, Ted is seen sad as he could collect only 2. But then Alaric shows up and says that this is gonna take forever. So he brought the Pharaoh who was seen in previous seasons, and they might have a chance to get out of here. When MG and Cleo get to Caleb, Caleb warns them that the burnt person was the reason he wanted to switch to the monster, and so could Ethan. In the school, Ethan is seen hurting Jed badly as he wants to kill the captured, but then MG shows up and knocks him down with a herb. Lizzie also comes to know that Hope's humanity was just a play and the switch is still off, and when Lizzie says that she can't kill her, Hope snaps Lizzie's neck. For a second, I also thought that the humanity chapter of Hope was over, but it was really shocking when Lizzie was killed by Hope for all of us. Finch also decides to stay at the school as the pack needs an alpha to lead them, and she has to stay till Jed gets well. Ethan is also seen spilling the truth about him and Lizzie spying on MG and Cleo when they burnt the tree, and the fact that he knew that Lizzie went with the stake to kill Hope. MG asks him to get out as he went too far, Josie is seen sitting in the bus and she feels weird, and then suddenly she sees Lizzie and also gets to say a goodbye. Josie also comes to know about Lizzie, but Lizzie comforts her by saying that she has a contingency plan. Talking about Josie, Kayleebryant officially left the show, and this was her last episode in Legacies. When Hope is sealing Aurora in the coffin, Lizzie comes back to life and she says, "I'm hungry." So here I really think that she is now in transition and she probably used vampire blood as a backup plan if anything goes sideways. So guys, enjoy the Christmas and please like, comment and share. Thank you.